If you're looking for new zombie games, then you're in the right video. Without wasting time, we already start the list with Dying Light the Beast, a new game from the acclaimed zombie survival horror franchise developed by Techland. The Beast is set in the post-apocalyptic Castor Woods, a former popular tourist area. Kyle Crane, who has been subjected to constant experiments over these 13 years, returns as the central protagonist. The story will continue Crane's narrative presented in the previous games. The game promises an electrifying zombie survival experience lasting over 18 hours in a rural setting. Seven Days Blood Moons is an asymmetric multiplayer combat game where 4 survivors face off against a player who takes on the role of the zombie hive master. In this game, survivors must strengthen their bases and collect materials while battling a relentless horde of zombies. The goal is to survive and defeat the zombie master, who commands and controls the horde to crush the survivors. The game promises an intense and challenging atmosphere, with a focus on teamwork and strategy, along with a visual design that captures the essence of the zombie genre. Connection: The Nightmare Within is a zombie game that promises to deliver an intense and atmospheric experience, inspired by genre classics like Resident Evil and Silent Hill. In the game, you take on the role of Detective Stone, who is on a mission to investigate a dark conspiracy. The game's combat is challenging, with enemies that require different tactics to defeat. You will have access to a variety of weapons, including pistols, shotguns, machine guns, grenade launchers, and more. Connection: The Nightmare Within seems to be a promising game for zombie game fans. Dead Season is a turn-based tactical strategy game set in a post-apocalyptic zombie world. In the story, the world as we know it has collapsed, overrun by the relentless plague of the undead. Amidst the chaos, a group of unlikely survivors band together in their shared struggle for survival in a world dominated by zombie hordes. A demo of Dead Season is available on Steam, offering players a preview of the game. The Killing Antidote is a shooter game with survival horror elements, developed by Metal Star Studio, an independent Chinese studio. The game is set in a dystopian future where a deadly virus threatens humanity. This virus causes constant infections and mutations in humans. The protagonist, Jody, is a brave journalist who embarks on a mission to find the legendary antidote. The game is clearly inspired by Resident Evil. Players will face zombies, solve puzzles, and explore dangerous environments. The game also includes character customization elements, allowing players to customize the appearance of Jody. Echoes of the Living is a fixed-camera survival horror game inspired by the great successes of the 90s, but with updated visuals and fully 3D environments with updated graphics. The story takes place in 1996, in a quiet small town located in Europe, where a mysterious fog suddenly appears on a clear night. The residents have no idea of the horrors and chaos about to unfold. The gameplay resembles games like Resident Evil and Silent Hill, focusing on exploration, puzzle solving, and strategic combat. Fall is a post-apocalyptic zombie game developed by a single Chinese programmer named Tan Haoxiang, who has previously worked on titles like The Jiangxi and StarQuest. In this game, you will play as a survivor, traversing the ruins of a city overrun by zombies, exploring unknown areas, collecting resources, strengthening yourself, and fighting for your life against various forms of zombies. The game features a vast arsenal ranging from automatic rifles to grenade launchers.
Left.
No More Room in Hell 2 is a cooperative first-person shooter survival horror game that puts players in a world infested with zombies, where survival depends on teamwork and strategy. The game is an intense and terrifying experience, focusing on cooperative gameplay. Players take on the roles of survivors who need to survive, loot, stockpile resources, and complete missions in a constantly changing world. The game features a permadeath system, meaning that death is permanent, adding an extra layer of tension and challenge. Shred-a-Bunch is an action game developed and published by a single developer. The game is set in a post-apocalyptic world where zombies invade your farm. You need to protect your farm using a tractor and weapons to eliminate the zombies. The game features a variety of weapons, including mortars, flamethrowers, and guided missile launchers. The different crops on your farm generate different amounts of coins, and you need to prevent the zombies from damaging them. Instead of using traditional weapons, you pilot a tractor equipped with heavy weapons to eliminate the zombies. This unusual combat mechanic provides a fun and different experience. Temporal Purge, Z, is a first-person shooter game that stands out for its focus on survival against zombies. The game is designed to be played in single-player mode and features a wave-based mechanic where players face hordes of the undead. Players travel through various locations across space and time on a mission to find a cure for a plague that has devastated human life. The narrative involves fighting zombies in different scenarios. An interesting feature of the game is the ability to consume alcohol, which can provide buffs and perks to the player, increasing the variety of strategies available during combat. Well, that was the video. I hope you enjoyed it and see you next time.